We've heard it enough times before of how AI will take control of humanity and lead us into extinction. But do we know how exactly is it possible and why we don't need to worry? Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to TechVerse. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, let's begin. Elon Musk once stated that, "Got to regulate AI or robotics like we do food, drugs, aircraft, and cars. Public risk require public oversight. Getting rid of the FAA won't make flying safer. They are there for good reason." This brings forward the concern of how AI is becoming an emerging issue in the world. Over the past 2 decades, the AI industry has been growing at incredible speed. But if we look back in history, in 1956, a program designed to mimic the problem-solving skills of a human was presented at Dartmouth Summer Research Project on Artificial Intelligence, and was considered by many to be the first artificial intelligence program. Ever since then, AI flourished. But it's not only until the 21st century did things start kicking up. The amount of research into AI increased by 50% in the years 2015 to 2019. So at this rate, the state the AI industry could be in by the next 2 decades can be unimaginable. So how can something so promising for our industry be seen as a high cause for our possible human extinction? And since we just established that it's a hopeless activity to try to understand the power of a machine only 2 steps above us, let's very concretely state once and for all that there is no way to know what AI will do or what the consequences will be for us. Anyone who pretends otherwise doesn't understand what superintelligence means. One of the main growing concerns is the unpredictability of AI, which is when we are unable to precisely predict the actions an AI will take in order to achieve its objectives. We may know its end goal, but not the step-by-step actions it will take in order to achieve it. And in our world, there are infinite paths you could take to reach a solution. Some can be good for humanity, while others could pose a risk. And because of AI's lack of morality, as long as it achieves its objectives, it will pursue it, even if it means human extinction. Which is why the idea of AI regulation is necessary, because as these AI companies emerge, the chances of one of them creating something harmful to us is very high. And we need these AI regulation systems. Therefore, the people who create these things that impact our lives, they need to be accountable to us. Yet, legislators has failed to design laws that specifically regulate the use of AI. So if an AI went rogue, how will they take control of humanity and possibly destroy us? Well, we first have to consider one of the main concerns in the work industry, and that is how AI will replace humans. The automation of jobs will cause high unemployment because of how reliable AI is. And as the AI's role in the industry grows rapidly, if it were ever to go out of control, we can be a victim to invasion of privacy, AI terrorism, social media manipulation, and even destabilize the stock market. But to put this into perspective on how serious the situation is, we need to include a category of risk called perverse instantiation by Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom in his 2014 book Superintelligence: Paths, Dangers, Strategies, in which a paperclip manufacturer is in possession of a poorly programmed artificial intelligence, which is set out to maximize efficiency of paperclip production, and ends up destroying the planet by converting all matter on Earth into paperclips. I think we can all agree that's not a rational solution. But with the unpredictability of AI, this can be possible. To conclude, let me say this quote by Nick Bostrom. Before the prospect of an intelligence explosion, we humans are like small children playing with a bomb. Such is the mismatch between the power of our plaything and the immaturity of our conduct. Superintelligence is a challenge for which we are not ready for now and will not be ready for a long time. We have little idea when the detonation will occur. Though if we hold the device to our ear, we can hear a faint ticking sound. For a child with an undetonated bomb in its hands, a sensible thing to do would be put it down gently, quickly, back out of the room, and contact the nearest adult. Yet what we have here is not one child, but many, each with access to an independent trigger mechanism. The chances that we will all find the sense to put down the dangerous stuff seem almost negligible. Some little idiot is bound to press the ignite button just to see what happens. Thank you everyone, I hope you enjoyed.